So I've just picked up a nice little desktop 5-port gigabit NetGear Pro Plus switch. This is a new model, a green edition that has 60% less energy consumption than predecessors. It's got a couple of nice little features on it, like a little power switch right at the back, so you don't have to unplug the device. You can just flick the switch to turn it off. Each port's gigabit, and this one actually offers some we'll call it light manage switch functionality. Unfortunately, this doesn't come in a web interface. It comes in a little Windows application that you have to download and install using Adobe Air and WinPCAP. And here you can see the interface. We're just going to take a quick little tour of the interface, and specifically we're going to look at one of the really nice features that this thing does, which is port monitoring. Most switches, you have the problem for troubleshooting purposes. You can't monitor all the traffic on all the various ports. This little baby, however, you can, because we can configure which ports will mirror their output to another port that we can use for troubleshooting diagnostic purposes. So when we get into the interface, pretty much it does a multicast network scan, picks up your devices on the network, and here you can see I've got 3 devices plugged into the first three ports, and we can do some light VLANing as well. Pretty much the VLANing and the QoS on this device is port based, so you know it's nothing super fancy, but for a 5-port desktop switch, still it's nice to be able to have this kind of functionality. As you can see, ports 1 and 2 are already flashing with heavy activity, and that's because I've got a NAS plugged in on the port number 3, the red cable, and port number 1 is uplinked back to another switch where I've got a large file transfer going on, pulling data off of the NAS. So what we're going to do is go into the monitoring section over here, and we're going to set up port mirroring so that on this computer that I'm using here we can do some troubleshooting and actually see those packets that are coming in on 1 and 3. So we go into mirroring over here, enable mirroring, and here I'm just going to select the ports. Well, I may as well select all of them. The idea is if you have a specific group of ports that you want to watch, you can select them here, and I'm going to have them echoed out to port 2. Now you can see all 3 of the ports are flashing with activity, and we've essentially just given this somewhat of a hub functionality on the monitor port. And now let's go have a look in Wireshark, see what it's telling us here. Start a Wireshark capture. An Apple FileTalk transfer coming from the one address to the other address. You saw here that our IP address is so here we can see the Apple Talk file protocol with the payload details. The address. It's fast. Pretty slow due to the fact that we've got this so there you go, our IP address is 103, and here we can see the source and destination are 135 and 138, so we are watching packets that are definitely not on the machine that we're looking at. So that's pretty nice from an administration point of view. This is a 45 euro device. Essentially fits between an unmanaged and a managed switch. 60 US dollars, I think. So I think this is a pretty nice little tool to have, whether it be at home if you're a technical user, or in the office. Thanks for watching.